Hello everybody, welcome to TechGrowthStocks channel. Welcome to a new Momentum Master Series video. Today I will cover the Consumer Discretionary Momentum Stocks. Specifically, I will give you the top 5 Consumer Discretionary Momentum Stocks. So be excited with me to have a look at these stocks and please do not forget, guys and girls, this video does not constitute financial advice. All what I show you here are my own opinions and it's for entertainment only. Okay, so that is it for the intro. Let's start right off with the top 5 stocks for the consumer discretionary momentum space. And let's start with the first stock, and it is ETSY, Etsy. Here you can see the longer term chart of Etsy, and we can see since 2017 it formed a nice uptrend until, let's say, March 2019, and since then after this date it went into a consolidation phase, and this phase ended with this year's March low, and from this it could move up, form a nice uptrend and break out of that consolidation phase, and had a very strong up move. In the short-term chart we see that nice up move, and now recently we came back, and now it looks like we are bouncing around these moving averages, and it looks like it wants to bounce from the 100-day moving average, which you can see in the short-term chart. So I think currently for Etsy it's a very good entry point, and also so it's definitely a good entry point. Etsy's growth characteristics are excellent. It has a super strong EPS growth of 191%, super strong sales growth of 86%, and a very strong relative strength rating of 95. So Etsy is definitely a top pick in the consumer discretionary momentum space. Okay, so and also it's also in a hot sector in the internet retail sector, so that is definitely a plus as well. Okay, so that was it for Etsy. Let's have a look at the next consumer discretionary momentum stock, and it is LB, Limited Brands. Here you can see the longer term chart of Limited Brands, and you can see it was in a long-term downtrend, very long-term downtrend since 2015, not that hot, but this year it could break that downtrend and move into an uptrend quite strongly. The short-term chart you see that uptrend, and here, and more specifically, here you can see it's bouncing of these moving averages. Now it looks like it wants to bounce from around the 50 moving average and move higher, especially if it could break out from above these highs here, would be an excellent entry point. L Brands growth characteristics are not that good. The EPS growth is sluggish with minus 531%. The sales growth is sluggish with minus 29%, but the relative strength rating is strong with 92. So it's definitely it is a momentum stock in the consumer discretionary space, but it's not the top pick. Okay, so that was it for Limited Brands. Let's have a look at the next consumer discretionary momentum stock, and it is POOL, Pool Corporation. Here you can see the longer term chart of Pool Corporation, and as you can see, it has been in a long-term uptrend. Nice, smooth uptrend, very strong. The short-term chart, you see that uptrend as well. And here we had a consolidation phase which started at the end of August, but we could break out from that consolidation phase, and it looks like it wants to form a high handle here. So a break out from this high handle would be an excellent entry point for Pool. Pool's growth characteristics are excellent. It has a super strong EPS growth of 34%, a strong sales growth of 21%, and a good relative strength rating of 90. So Pool is definitely also a top pick in the consumer discretionary momentum stock space. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Pool. Let's have a look at the next consumer discretionary momentum stock, and it is AMZN, Amazon. Here you can see the longer term chart of Amazon since 2015, and it had a very strong uptrend very nicely. Then in, let's say, September 2018, it started a sideways movement and correction phase. And this year after with the corona pandemic, with the March low, we could form a new uptrend, a strong uptrend, break out from that long-term sideways movement since 2018, and had a strong up move, a very strong up move. Yeah, here you see in the short-term chart, you see that strong up move, and now we see also in the short-term chart since July 13, we have been consolidating and been forming a sideways movement and a base. Yeah, now we are at the lower end of the base, and today we are up in the stock. So and it looks like the bottom of the base is holding, so this could be an attractive entry point for Amazon. Also, Amazon's growth characteristics are excellent. Amazon is benefiting very much from this pandemic. It has a super strong EPS growth of 70%, a strong sales growth of 23%, and a good relative strength rating of 90. So Amazon is definitely a top pick in the consumer discretionary space, and it's in a hot sector in the internet retail sector, and so I think that stock has more room to run. Okay, everybody, that was it for Amazon. Now let's have a look at the last consumer discretionary momentum stock, and it is CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. Yeah, here you can see the longer term chart of Chipotle. Yeah, it had a strong downtrend from 2016 to 2018, but in 2018 it could turn around and form a strong uptrend, which you can see here. And yeah, this year, the corona pandemic, it had a strong breakdown. I mean, this was huge. In just a couple of days or a couple of weeks, it moved from 920 to, let's say, around 400. But it made this low around 400 in March and could recover strongly and break out and continue its uptrend. The short-term chart, you see that uptrend, and now we are topping a little bit. Looks like the Nasdaq a little bit, the double top, yeah. And now we are at the lower end of that, top, and we could move up again in this stock as well. Yeah, the EPS growth is not that good. It's minus 55. The sales growth is 5%, is also not the best, and the relative strength rating is 88, which is okay. So CMG is definitely a consumer discretionary momentum stock, but it's not a top pick. Okay, everybody, so these were the consumer discretionary momentum stocks for today. And so I just repeat the top picks quickly. So the first top pick was, or I will show you the top picks quickly, or I just repeat them like that quickly. The first top pick was ETSY. The next top pick was POOL. And the last top pick was AMZN. So I think these three stocks are the top picks in the consumer discretionary momentum space, and I think you should focus on these stocks. Okay, everybody, so thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. This would help me very much. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss any good momentum stock videos in the future. And also do not miss any videos about my other strategies. Please have a look at the other strategies. I have the best long-term tech growth stock strategy, which is an actively diversified strategy with a long holding period and a high return potential. And then on the other hand, I have the TechGrowthStocks daily strategy, which is a shorter term strategy with a shorter term holding period and also with a very strong return potential. And then I have my other videos and strategies, or my other strategies where I have some videos about these strategies. This is a Momentum Master Series where I cover the NASDAQ momentum stocks, the internet momentum stocks, the tech growth stocks, the tech software momentum stocks, and the tech semiconductor momentum stocks. I have a video about, soon I will release a video about the most disruptive momentum stocks, which includes some of the momentum stocks of the other series. And I have a biotech momentum stocks video and a medical devices momentum stocks video, and so on. So there are many momentum stocks videos, and these are the stocks which had the strongest performance, and also where I expect to have which have strong performance going forward. And guys, also one last thing, please have a look below the videos. There are links where you can monitor the performances of my videos, and also I will of my strategies, and I will make also videos about these performances going forward so that you are up to date with the strategies. Okay, everybody, so thank you for watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe, and see you next time. Cheers, goodbye, and have fun.